What if I told you someone can touch your arm for just 2 seconds and completely change how you feel about them? Not their words, not their looks, just a simple touch. And the scary part? Most people have no idea they're doing it. Every day, you're being influenced, not by what people say, but by what they do without realizing it. A handshake that lingers a little too long, a tap on the shoulder during a conversation, a hug that feels either warm or strangely distant. These aren't random. They're part of something psychologists call the language of touch, and if you don't understand it, you're missing signals that could tell you who trusts you, who's trying to control you, and who secretly feels uncomfortable around you. The truth is, touch is one of the most powerful forms of communication because it bypasses logic and speaks directly to the brain. Your skin isn't just for feeling temperature or pain. It's actually your largest communication organ. When someone touches you, your brain releases chemicals like oxytocin builds trust and bonding, dopamine creates pleasure, cortisol signals stress or discomfort. That's why a simple handshake can make you trust someone instantly or feel uneasy without knowing why. In fact, studies have shown people are more likely to say yes to requests after even the briefest physical touch. So no, it's not just a touch, it's influence. Let's break down the hidden meanings behind everyday touches. The dominant touch. If someone grips your hand tightly, holds it longer than normal, or places their other hand on top, they're subtly asserting control and authority. This is common in business settings. It's a non-verbal way of saying, I'm in charge here. The reassuring touch. A gentle touch on your arm. During a conversation, this builds connection and trust. It's often used by people who are emotionally intelligent, or those who want you to feel safe around them. But here's the twist. It can also be used to manipulate emotions and make you more agreeable. The avoidant touch. Ever noticed someone who barely touches at all? No handshakes, no hugs, keeps distance. This can signal discomfort, lack of trust, or emotional boundaries. Sometimes it's personality, but sometimes it's a sign they're not fully comfortable with you. The hug decoder. Not all hugs are equal. Quick tap hug polite, not emotionally invested. Long, firm hug genuine connection. One arm side hug casual or distant relationship. Your brain picks up on these differences instantly, even if you don't consciously think about it. The power tap. A light tap on the back or shoulder, often used in workplaces. It can mean encouragement, but it can also establish subtle hierarchy, like saying, you're doing well. Under my watch. Now here's where it gets powerful. Once you understand this language, you can start using it intentionally. Want to build trust quickly? Use brief, natural touches during conversations. Want to appear confident? Maintain balanced, firm handshakes. Want to avoid manipulation? Notice when touch feels strategic rather than natural. But be careful, overusing touch, or using it at the wrong time, can make people feel uncomfortable or even defensive. The key is subtlety. The most powerful communicators don't force it. They make it feel effortless. Here's something most people don't realize. You don't remember every touch consciously, but your brain stores the feeling. That's why you can meet someone once and instantly like them or distrust them without knowing why, because your brain already decoded their silent signals. Now I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt uncomfortable around someone, but couldn't explain why? Drop your experience in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want to understand people on a deeper level, the kind most people completely miss, make sure you hit subscribe. Because once you start noticing these hidden signals, you'll never see human interaction the same way again.